Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Teachy Mama. As you can see, I'm on my own today, but it's for good reason. Elena is out with her grandpa, and we are going to bake her a vanilla cake with chocolate frosting because we're celebrating her birthday. Now, when she turned 4, I was so bummed because I really wanted to be able to bake her a cake. And you can't do that if you can't use flour and sugar. But then I learned that you can. So today we're going to show you how to do it. And we're going to start with our purple sweet potatoes. So we have about 4 cups of purple sweet potatoes here. I roasted them in the oven at about 425 degrees for about 40 minutes with just a little bit of olive oil. And I tented them with tin foil just to make sure that they didn't get crispy because we want them soft but not crispy. So now we're going to take our 4 cups of roasted sweet potatoes and put them in the food processor until they're nice and smooth. All right, we have got our sweet potatoes pureed. Now we're going to add in our wet ingredients. So we'll start with a solid 1/4 cup of pure vanilla extract, which will give us that really nice, rich vanilla flavor. Now we are going to go in with about a cup of pure maple syrup. All right, we've got about a cup of pure coconut oil and 4 farm fresh eggs. Now that we have all of our wet ingredients added, we're going to go ahead and blend this up again until everything is nice and smooth for us. All right, this is already smelling so good with that coconut oil and the vanilla. Oh man, this is going to be delicious. So now we have about 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder with maybe a teaspoon of salt. And we have a full cup of coconut sugar. And I'm using about 2/3 of a cup of coconut flour. However, if you want to make this a chocolate cake, you can drop it down to about 1/2 cup of coconut flour and add in maybe 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, and you'll get a delicious, rich, chocolatey cake. So now that we have all of our dry ingredients added, we're gonna go ahead and blend it all together. All right, this is when you need smell-o-vision because I'm telling you, all these different flavors coming together are smelling so good. So we are going to take our vanilla cake batter, which has a beautiful mauve color, and we're gonna split it up half and half between just a normal 8x8 casserole dish and then a normal 8x8 pie tin. All right, we have got our cake batter scraped out. Just getting the last little bit here. Now, we've got it divided between our 2 trays. We have our oven preset at 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop these in for about 45 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean. And then after I get those in the oven, I'm gonna come right back and show you how to make a delicious fudgy frosting to make our 2-tiered heart cake. All right, the cake is in the oven, and last but definitely not least, we have the frosting to make. So we're gonna start with sweet potatoes. Again, purple sweet potatoes, you always wanna look for purple foods in nature because they carry the most polyphenols, which means they're the best cancer fighters. So we have about 2 cups of roasted sweet potatoes again. You could definitely steam these for the same effect. We just roasted them because it was a little bit easier. But either way, just want to make sure that you aren't boiling them because you will lose a lot of the nutrients. So we have our sweet potatoes. We're also going to add in about 1/2 cup of pitted dates. If you buy them whole and pit them yourselves, which is super easy, it's much, much less expensive. So there's our 1/2 cup of pitted dates. Now we have about 1 whole avocado. It's a small avocado, maybe about 1/2 cup all together. That'll give us that perfect creamy fudgy texture. about a tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. And lastly, we have half a cup of dark unsweetened cocoa powder with just a pinch of salt. So add all this together. Same exact thing that you made your cake batter in, means less dishes for you. Pop the top on and blend it until smooth. All right. This looks like it turned out just right. Sometimes depending on the consistency of your avocado and your dates, then it can be a little bit thick. And if it is, just loosen it up with, I've used heavy cream. You could use almond milk, you could use coconut milk, that would be delicious. But yeah, just work this out until it's the consistency you want. But this looks really good, so I don't think we're gonna have to tinker with this all today. I think we're done. Which means, while the cake is finishing baking, I'm gonna get outside because I don't wanna miss out on any of the fun. So when the cake comes out of the oven, I'm just gonna let it cool for a little bit, and then I will meet you back here to show you how to frost it. Happy birthday, dear Ellie. Happy birthday to you. Which part do you want?